What's happening? Indeed. Damn, is this thing too close? Oh, well. Everything indeed does have a purpose, doesn't it? Somehow, even, I guess, a mosquito, I guess. Mosquito even has a purpose, but they're known as gnats. Everything has some kind of purpose. So, annoying people and users and abusers, it's a evolution, man. Unfortunately, like that's how diamonds are made. Like we be saying all that shit and it sound glossy and flash, like going through the process, it sucks, right? But it is what it is. Pressure. But I ain't trying to live with that shit for life. Like, man, do y'all? I have a question. Do y'all Christians even read the Bible? Because I would know it was in King Solomon, if I remember. I don't know verses and quote verses and all that, but it's King Solomon said that it's better to be by yourself. It's better to be by yourself without a mate, but don't get a woman. It's gonna be too much aggravation, whatever. But for if you that person that I guess can't be alone or feel like you can't be alone or for the sex or whatever, of it all, it's better off then in that case, go ahead and do it. Do your best to choose wisely. It's gonna be some stuff to it. I don't know how you find someone where it's just peaceful. It seems like it's always some drama. It's always something, but people gotta learn how to cooperate, man, and just put this shit on the table and it's lack of accountability, lack of self-reflection. It's both hand in hand. That's the shit that makes everything just bad, man. That's what makes it bad. Take responsibility for your actions, or not. You be the one that makes somebody strong. But people are getting stronger. The weak ones dying off. They're dying off. They're killing themselves. They're cracking up. They're doing whatever. They can't take it. They ain't gonna make it. Only gonna be the strong ones. The strong ones left, and the asshole strong ones too. And what you gonna do then? That's what I'm saying. So get it together now. Get it together later. Some of these old people, man. Sad to say, I could see, man, and what is old, that's relative to you. I'm old, depending on you. But if, man, these 50, 60, 70, 80, they ain't never changed. More or less. No more than what they must for the world. There's some things is moving forward and they ain't playing no more. They ain't making no more 8 tracks. Fuck you. Adapt, bitch. Ain't no more. No more of that. We know that some of y'all that still want that bullshit, but nah. We're not doing that. It's time to adapt now. You're gonna adapt or else. And yeah, sure, there's some nostalgia. People playing the vinyls, they selling the turntables, but fuck, them bitches got a USB plug on them, so they ain't no, and I know if you spend enough money, you can get a traditional one, but they ain't all that cheap. And that's different. It's higher now. It's more because of the nostalgia, because of the retro effect or whatever. But that's beside the point. They ain't changing no more than what they have to on any level. They keeping things the same. And it's just sad to me, man, that somebody live their whole life and never grow, never expand beyond what someone else see for their life. It never stretch into anything. And then they have children and want those children to live those same kind of lives, man. We are all on some slave stuff, man. And ain't nobody coming to save us. We got to save ourselves. Either you're going to get your counseling yourself, and there might be some people that could help with that. I am seriously doubting it. That work is work that's for us, black people, black Americans, black descendants of slaves, not the natives, not the Indians, not whatever, because I understand that ain't all of us, but that's us, that's me. My name is the slave master name, so it's not too much question that we wasn't already here. Well, at least that's where it's from my knowledge, that's what's up. I don't know anything beyond that. We probably all being duped. The world is probably being pulled over our eyes all kind of ways, man. There's so much we don't know. And that's the exact thing what I'm really talking about. Like, they taught them how to do that bull to us. And they can't help but to do it. But they taught them how to do it to our parents, and our parents taught it to us, and some of us fought against it. And some few parents maybe weren't in that situation or whatever, because once again, everybody wasn't actually descendants of slaves. Some people had different lives. Some people was damn slave owners, shit. So we all suffer the consequences of that. Some reaping the benefits. Like I say, if they were slave owners, we don't know who the black people that were slave owners, the descendants of the black people that were slave owners. They ain't, look, if it was me, I'll be, what I mean? Wouldn't you? I ain't gonna lie. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe I just say something about it and make amends. Do something to make amends. That's all you can do. It wasn't you. But I'm saying, man, and it's always on us, though. At the end of the day, I understand people controlling you, controlling us, and manipulating your mind, and fucking with you. But somehow, some way, it's on us as an individual to get ourselves up out of this shit. My point that I was circling to is that is there slave counselors? Is there counselors for the PTSD, post-traumatic slave syndrome, or however the initials would work out for that? Is there counselors for that that's dealing with that, with those issues? And then even if there was counselors dealing with that, we still got to deal with the world, man. We got all kind of, the world ain't getting counseling for that. Like, the whole world, definitely America, but shit, definitely the whole world. The whole world needs counseling, man. Got the entire world messed up, hating their brownness. Everybody out here doing the same nonsense with the self-hate is what it is. So it amounts to them putting skin lighteners on their skin and things like that to be in their imagination Caucasians, more Caucasian like or whatever. See, that sounds insane how they be lingering. And, people nosy. So you think of the consequences of that. So I don't care how rich they are, what's going on in the in the world, how the world appears to be, China as a whole, um, you know, India, all of these different places, Australia, whatever. Think about what's really going on behind the scenes, If the skin lightener is the #1 selling product, skin product in China and in India and in wherever, I don't know India, but probably, why not? Because anywhere people getting, all right, come on, getting their issue, getting treated bad, poorly because of their color, they have a tendency, it's going to be groups of those people going to be really self-hating enough to want to do that. They're doing it in Africa, so it's true all over the place. If it's true in Africa, it's got to be true in India. It's true in China, So those like people that we see, Chinese and Japanese and whatever kind of needs, they lightening their skin. They're not actually that light. The majority of them. No wonder they out here. I thought they was covered up head to toe out here looking like the invisible man because they were afraid of the sun because it's going to make them dark. That shit makes your skin sensitive to the sun. They're afraid of the sun because they can't handle it no more. They didn't fuck their skin up. It could be both. Could be, some, either, some or, but the facts are the facts. That skin product is selling like fucking shit that we need, like water, like oxygen that we breathe. They can't keep it on the shelves. The self-hate is real. And it's things like that, like, where does that, where does something like that come from? Think about it. That come from, that kind of self-hate comes from community. It comes from people that's the closest to us, that put that in us, that talk that trash, People we at home with, people we go to school with, everywhere we go, everywhere we encounter, they calling us blackie and darky and damn you black and all that other kind of crap. It's the same thing. And that negative on top of other negatives, you ain't shit, you just like your daddy, all that shit, you know what I mean? Da da da. That's, I'm learning like so many things that was going on in my house was going on in a lot of people's house. A lot of people going through the same exact thing. That's why we so screwed up as a whole. And we think it's individualized. Well, you wasn't no individual slave. It wasn't going through that in no vacuum. They wasn't getting gaslit in no vacuum like that. They didn't have to be covert narcissists. Only the slave had to be slick and be dirty and evil and mean. And I guess some of that's the result of being a damn slave. How you handle that shit? Day after day after day after day, year after year, bring your children into the world. You ain't got no control over your own damn life. No say so. Forever. That's just the way it is. Yeah, you a mean motherfucker in secret. But not let master know. And that shit get passed down and down and down. And treating that man like shit get passed down and down and down. Because at the end of the day, he wasn't shit. It wasn't no YouTube and Facebook and all that to put it on blast back then, It all was in secret. It all was in secret. You got to figure it out as you go along, if you're going to figure it out at all. Some people ain't going to never figure it out. They ain't no time to figure it out. That's how they keep us. That's one of the reasons why they keep us, most of us, non-stop busy, trying to working all kind of ridiculous hours. Then you got to pay for child care if you got children. And you know, all the shit that could come up, got the, man, unless, if you don't have no money and you come up with no money and you scrape it up money, you get a little piece of job, you scrape up money, you can live at home, get your little car be needing repairs all the time. You know, like insurance, tags, this, that, shit come up every year. It break, you gotta get the repair. And then you got life, you gotta eat. You gotta wear clothes, you want a lifestyle, you want an old lady. Like things that we ain't willing to make the sacrifices for things and do without some of those things and only get the necessities and then, I don't know, save up and make it work. Some people do, they get it and they do that. Most don't. We just don't get it. You know, we ain't thinking for the future like that because the influence of our friends, the music, the stuff, like we not pondering on things in that way. We be caught up into the everything. Shit, music damn ruin your life. Not only the rap stuff, like they say, man, I think it's the love songs that ruin more lives than the rap songs. Like Chuck D didn't say that specifically like that, but what he said, you singers are spineless as you sing your senseless songs to the mindless. Cause all they singing about is love and booty and sex and getting with you and how I'm gonna do this and do that. It's all this fantasy fake shit and it, you know, let's go half on the baby. It's all that kind of stuff. But they ain't talking about no child support. They ain't talking about no consequences of this and that and the other. Just getting you all riled up in the mood, you know. So in a lot of ways, that done, you know, I guess they are nice little companions to go together to ruin our lives together. And we don't even know it. As much as I love a lot of that music, a lot of it, it is, some of it is very negative. Not all. All of it's not negative. That's definitely for sure. But there's a plan to make the, man, look at the state of that shit now. The hell are they even talking about? I just can't listen to it. 90%, there's probably 10% of stuff I could listen to that's new, but 90 or 95%, I can't deal with that. Nah. Okay, so, well, at the end of the day, we are responsible for ourselves. No one's coming to save you. Not Jesus, not nobody. You got to save yourself. Your mama ain't gonna save you. I doubt it. I mean, some circumstances your mama will save you, but some circumstances, those saves is the thing, the very thing that's hurting you. I believe the ones that's like my mom wasn't even a single mama, but they do that same type of thing. That's what do it. You never let them fall down and take their lick and learn from making a mistake. You're always trying to protect them and protect them and protect them and acting like you protect them. But at the end of the day, you can't really do that. You can't do that. You don't have the authority to do that. Sure, not when they get grown. Now what? Now life is hitting people and they don't know how to handle it. And they've been trained to always run back to mama. Mama gonna save you, but now mama can't save you. She set you up. Mama be to set you up for failure through what we perceive as kindness and niceness. Is it really? Is that the intention? Is it intentionally messing us up? Well, whatever your intentions was, if that's the results of it is people being messed up, not knowing how to get their life together, and a few figure it out, and they have to figure that out, the cause of the dilemma. And then when you try to confront the cause of it, they deny it and say it wasn't that bad and all that, they're gonna gaslight you about it. So now you gotta deal with that. However you gonna deal with it. So me, I choose not to deal with the phone in this, man. It's a hard call. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say to nobody. I don't know what kind of advice that I would give to somebody about that. We all got, but the advice I would give, shit, we all got our own life. My choice might not be your choice. I hope I'm gonna have to live with whatever decision I make, and so will you. That's an individual thing, man. How you gonna deal with a motherfucker that can't face reality, but you love them, but it seems like they don't love you, or if they do, they don't know how to express it. I don't know how to, do they love you, or do they, they know how the show go, or do they want to not lose the appearance of having this shit together? They gotta keep that illusion together, I think, and not have you too far astray. So as long as you can at least show up for some family events and different things and play your part, shit, they good. They'll be cool with that. But with you, I'm not saying that you won't. Not saying it's bad. I don't know. I don't know yet. I think and know, but I don't know. To be determined. Maybe just far and in between. I might just keep it like that. Might be the best thing to do. Yeah, so that's a pretty long one. We're gonna wrap this up. Appreciate y'all sticking around for this. Like and subscribe. If you stuck around to the end, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. No prize, but the prize is the knowledge, the information, and the insight from my experience. That's what it is. Okay, I'm out. Peace.